Trey, do you know why you've been asked to come to talk to me today?
Not really, no.
Okay. Well, the doctor you've been seeing recently thinks it's a good idea that we have a chat about the medication that you're on at the moment. You've been on antiretroviral treatment for how long now?
God, on and off for about the last 6, 7 years.
Okay, and how have you been finding taking that treatment?
It's been bloody awful, to be quite honest. You know, I've changed regimens this is my 3rd or 4th regimen now, and I'm just fed up with taking them.
You say you're fed up with taking them. I can kind of tell you're frustrated about taking them and not really happy being here either by the sound of it.
No.
Okay, all right. Do you know why it might be a good idea to take the treatment?
Yeah, I kind of know that if I don't take it, then I'll get unwell. You know, I've been living with HIV for now, God, about 8, 9 years, so I know why I should be taking them. It's just that I'm fed up with taking them. I'm fed up with taking regimen after regimen, having the side effects, just feeling really shit all the time. It affected my work, and I just don't know if I can be bothered to take them anymore.
Okay, so you're saying that you have been changing treatment a number of times. It sounds like it's also very, very difficult for you to take the treatment, that you feel unwell on it, and also it's affecting your life. Sounds like it's affecting your work and anywhere else?
I suppose social-wise, so, you know, socially going out and having to remember to take them when you're, you know, having a good time and you're out and about in the evenings, you know, for dinner or going out to a pub, then, you know, sometimes I do forget. And you know.
When you say you do forget sometimes, how often would you say you forget treatment?
Probably, it's not that often, probably about once or twice a week. But then I get to the stage where I think, well, I've forgotten to take them, so then I just think, well, sod it, I'm not going to carry on taking them.
Okay. So have there actually been treatment breaks for you?
Yeah, they did sort of give me a bit of room in between, I think, the 1st and 2nd regimen, because they were worried about me losing, you know, my options, as it were. That was obviously about 5 years ago. So there were some breaks there.
When you say you've been feeling very frustrated about all of this, does that mean that you're considering stopping treatment?
Well, I have done, yeah, basically.
So you're saying you have stopped?
Well, I've stopped, actually. I haven't told the doc that, but I've stopped.
Okay, and do you know how long ago that was that you stopped?
It was probably around about 2 weeks ago.
And how does life feel now that you have stopped?
So much better. I feel that I can live again, really.
So you're saying to me that right this moment, things feel better, that you can live again, that treatment actually has been a real burden for you.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like now. I'm just wondering, if you kind of look into the future, say maybe 5, 10 years down the line, not taking treatment, what do you see for yourself further in time?
Well, I guess if I don't carry on taking it, then I'm going to die at some point and get really unwell. So I know that I should take them, but I just don't feel like taking them at the moment.
So it's not that you're saying that you're never going to take them again, it's just right now it feels very difficult to take them.
Yeah.
So can you see a time when you could start treatment again?
I think if my CD4 count started to drop or I became unwell, then maybe I'd probably think about taking them then. Obviously I don't want to wait till that point, but I just want a bit of space to actually be myself and live life, really.
I kind of hear you saying two different things there. You're saying, you know, you want to stop treatment now, and you wouldn't want to restart until you became unwell. But there's also part of you that seems to be saying, actually, you would like to start before then, so that you don't become unwell.
Well, I know that's what the docs are saying, that you don't want to be unwell, you know, that by taking the medication effectively and adhering to it, I think they say, then that would, you know, be beneficial to me. But, you know, so I know that they're telling me for my own good, but sometimes I just want a bit of a space from it all.
Okay. Looking at the medication you have taken, and knowing of the difficulties that you've had with them, is there anything you feel that you could have done or that we could help you do to make it easier for you to take them?
I know I can get sort of, you know, if it makes me feel sick, I can take an anti-sickness tablet. It would be just good to have a regimen, a treatment option that, you know, didn't make me feel so rough and that maybe wasn't, you know, twice a day.
So you're saying that if it was possible to take treatment once a day, and if some of those side effects were taken away from you, that it might be possible to manage to adhere to treatment.
Yeah, yeah. I guess that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay, so actually it sounds more like you're saying if this was easier for you, you could continue taking medication, but at the moment, until that happens, you're saying perhaps it's time just to take a break.
Yeah, yeah. I guess that kind of. Yeah.
So what about if we looked at the options that are available for you, that we looked at some of the regimens perhaps that you haven't used yet, or perhaps some of the ones that you have used but you could still use again, and see if we could find something that you could tolerate more easily? Would you be willing to work with us on that?
Well, yeah, that would be okay. Yeah.
Okay, and maybe if it's something that we worked together on, it might mean that you wouldn't feel so alone with all of this.
Yeah, I guess that would be good, yeah.
Okay, well what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a chat with your doctor, and maybe the three of us could come together and have a talk about your medication and see where we could go from there.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.